Play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bobstats Dingo gonna find Rainer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back to our Wednesday night doubleheader. Division C West, Team Rainbow Strike Go and 10 Armor. Joining me, the man, the myth, the legend, B-Med. How you doing?
Pretty good, Mongoose. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Covering in for our buddy Ziltoid, who is a little bit under the weather this evening.
Yeah, just casting with him the last game that he was. It's supposed to be a double header for him, but he was sick, and you could definitely hear it in his voice. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, he's a warrior. Didn't want to leave anybody casterless, so happy to step in and let him rest a little bit. But let's get on to this one. Game 1 will be on Dragonshire, and this was 10 Armor's choice of map, leaving Team Rainbow Strike Go with first pick. How do you like Dragonshire?
I personally really like it, but that's probably biased because I'm a solo lane player, and I feel like this is one of the maps that really shows off how good you can be at the solo. But I also feel like this is a map that very dominant teams look even more dominant on.
Yeah, and I can tell you as a caster and moving the camera, I think this might be the hardest map to observe on because there's kind of stuff going on a little bit of everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Camps are in weird places compared to others, and the solo lane can be its own little amusement show actually on this map compared to other maps.
Yeah, and not just that, but there's not like a single objective that draws everybody to one place in the battlefield. It's kind of permanently going, you know?
Yeah, it's 3 objectives.
Yeah, so we'll talk about our teams here a little bit. Team Rainbow Strike Go is a Heroes Lounge team that moved over this season. I believe they were Division 3, if I recall. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start so far. They've taken an 0-2 to TMT and a 1-2 loss to Can't Counterpick Stupid. Those are probably the top 2 teams right now in Division C West. So they got the big boys out of the way, now looking to pick up more points. They do have 1 point already, but looking to pick up a win. And their opponent, 10 Armor, only played once so far, also against Counterpick Stupid, and went 0-2. So they've knocked out one of the tough opponents as well. But one of these teams is going to get points on the board today.
Yeah, or both of them could get points, but...
Absolutely. So Abathur banned out from Rainbow Strike Go. 10 Armor does have an Abathur player. So,
is this a common Abathur map? Because I always feel like Abathur makes this map a little weird.
We play Abathur too. Well, we have actually a couple Abathur players, and this is not one of the ones we particularly like him on. But I mean, he's really strong. I think he can be run anywhere. I just don't think this is the strongest one. Kelthos getting banned out by 10 Armor.
Kelthos is a pretty common ban in certain leagues, and also, I mean, it might indicate that they're going melee heavy, but I wouldn't read too much into it this early in the draw. It's just tend to feel that's where Kelthos shines the most, is melee heavy comp.
Yeah, and he enables the quick rotations between mid and bot and the 4-man, follow-ups. He can really punish Undisciplined's team when they pass around the Living Bomb as well, so 10 Armor going with the Rexar ban. You mentioned the solo laners get to flex here on Dragonshire. Rexar can be a problem in that top lane. A lot of times you have to send a second player up there to get them off the point. They don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. And Nubarak was banned and Diablo picked, which means they might, I was just about to say, if I'm blanking on team. If the red team can't wasn't going to pick, they could have been tank choked pretty easily, but luckily they did go with Garrosh and Jaina.
Yeah,
for
and
their first two.
I love the Garrosh Jaina in particular because they're both kind of soft counters to the Diablo. And then they pick those quick too. Yummy plays a really good Jaina as well. I'm familiar with 4 of the guys on 10 armor. I'm not as familiar with Spark Tank. And the reply on the other side, picking a counter to the Garrosh with the Malthael, Anduin, a Leap of Faith to pull those toss targets out of danger. So I really like actually drafts for both of these guys so far.
I'm a little nervous about them picking Malthael this early because he's a solo laner that, while he does win a lot of matchups, he also loses a lot of matchups.
Yeah, if you want to run that ranged Phoenix up there, he can really get bullied out.
Or even Falstad, which Falstad I find is actually pretty good on this map into Malthael because he can win top lane, potentially kill Malthael, and then fly bottom to help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Falstad's a hero we've been seeing coming back just a little bit recently. Lunara banned out by the side of armor. Still waiting for Rainbow Strike to take their second. No globals for either side yet on a battleground that really kind of highlights those heroes too.
Yeah. And Dahako could also go well here. I feel like Malthael would feast all over. One thing I would like to see is an Artanis. I feel like he does really well on this map, and Malthael doesn't usually win the matchup against Artanis in most cases. At least he has a hard time, in my experience. So
I was wondering, Lampico last season when he was on 10 armor, he's actually a sub for them tonight. He plays on Few Loose Screws this season. But last season, Lampico was on 10 armor, and he was their support player. He was one of the top probably 3 to 4 support players in B West last season. This season, he's flexed onto the off lane, so I was wondering where they were going to play him. And it looks like it's going to be off lane. They're holding that pick.
is Dav the usual support player now?
I don't know. I haven't seen 10 armor this season, but last season he was their tank player.
I was gonna ask if they might be doing double support with Rhaegar off, but that answers the question.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that in a Malthael, though. I think would be a little rough for the Rhaegar.
Maybe. I mean, he's not that tanky. I don't know. I've never seen it happen, so I was just trying to speculate. But they insta-locked that Thrall, which I think was good into the Malthael.
Yeah, totally. And it's funny you suggested that. The game I casted at 5:30, the team that won 2-0 ran Rhaegar double support both comps.
Fair enough. Wasn't watching. I was just casting.
Yeah, you were casting. All right, here. So both sides with pretty standard stuff. Nothing super spicy out of either side. Is there? I do like the Jaina Raynor combination with Ace in the hole, and Jaina is really good.
I like Rainbow Strike's comp a little better, especially with the Malthael and the Grey, because either of those can like take over top for a little bit while the other gets camped.
Sure, and yeah, absolutely.
Diablo with the Garrosh and Jaina, I feel like the Anduin really will help make up for that if Diablo accidentally overextends a little bit.
Thanks to Ziltoid for throwing the host over. Welcome, you guys are just in time for Game 1 of Division C West Team Rainbow Strike Go versus 10 Armor. For the blue team, Team Rainbow Strike Go. Ingleberry will be on Malthael, Silver on Diablo, McLoser on Hanzo, North Terror on Greymane, and Sudden Bears, I love that name, on Anduin.
Or Sudden Bears is running a bear. Anyways, on the side of 10 Armor, we have Yummy Cake on the Jaina, Lompico on the Thrall, they're so clumsy, it's like a Dav on the Rhaegar, Dagny, it's like that would be the yeah, and then a Spark Tank on the Garrosh.
So the ceremonial 5-on-5 skirmish in the mid lane is happening. Not really much beyond that right now. Malthael's kind of waiting in the bush, trying to catch Lompico, running to the top lane. Lompico, in the meantime, hoping to catch somebody overextending, and just decides he will run away.
Looking at talents, Hanzo did opt to go for target this, so at some point he will have to rotate up to the top lane. As for that, we have body check from Garrosh, and everything else looks pretty standard to me.
I haven't seen a whole lot of body check out of the Garrosh. That's an interesting pick, but every now and then you see it crop up. I'll see how much value they get out of it.
Mark's both from Greymane too. Malthael's already low in the top lane.
So Lompico doing a nice job of not really getting in there and sacrificing his health, poking and healing when he can, and really putting it on Kinkleberry right now. Lompico going at him, driving him back, throwing that lightning out. But now he's pretty low on mana, so trading mana for health there.
Both of them have to tap.
So the eternal struggle, Kinkleberry versus Lompico in the top lane. Rest of the teams going bottom. 10 armor using that Rhaegar to really burn out the giant camps. One of the things he does so well as a support is mercenary can't burn. Now coming in hard on the flank. Greymane is not here. Numbers advantage for 10 armor. Really bullying off Team Rainbow Strike, pushing in with these giants. Greymane forced to rotate top as Lompico did a number on Malthael.
Yeah, but since Malthael just got the heart, like Lompico's low on mana, so that he's gonna lose top lane. At the same time, bottom lane's getting good value in his same team. So, not really sure who got the best out of it. I would think that 10 armor is, like, with that damage on the bottom wall, it's pretty good.
Alright, so no big advantage here. Now it looks like, though, Malthael's going to start trying to double soak. So we'll keep an eye on Team Rainbow Strike Go here. If they're going to leave the 4-man bottom, Diablo trying to isolate out Dave on the Rhaegar, but unsuccessful.
I mean, rotating mid to interrupt Jaina.
And Rhaegar coming to reinforce. They might have Greymane here. He's trying to get away.
Jaina has no mana.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, forced to fight down. 10 armor is in trouble, and Raynor falling to Team Rainbow Strike. But he buys enough time, Meebed for Jaina to sneak the DK.
Brawl just almost died top lane. He just found out the hard way that he can't solo Malthael on him because Malthael got die alone.
Yeah, once that die alone comes online for Malthael, the whole dynamic of that lane just totally changes. And now they're going to have to pay attention to that because Lompico will not be able to hold that lane by himself. And I think you were right in the draft that the pick, I think, for 10 armor was some kind of ranged solo laner in the top there.
Brawl can win, he just has to play at range. He has to play like a mage instead of auto attack. We'll see if he can swap to that place. Otherwise, Malthael is rotating down. This can be good. This might go bad. Yeah. Down 7, and it's a 4v5 once Anduin gets here.
Greymane and Malthael on the plate, catching 10 armor out. Dave is in trouble. Down he goes. Malthael ripping everybody apart here. Yummy is certainly going to go down. The only question is who else. 2 unanswered kills, 3 in total on the game for Team Rainbow Strike Go. Garrosh will hearth back to recover. Sending a little bit of a message there, maybe with a great flank by the Greymane and the Malthael.
That went really well. Surprised Thaw didn't try to rotate down, but I guess he wanted to get some top lane.
Yeah, I think by the time he would have got down there, it would have been too little too late, so he figured he'd better just maximize that soak.
That's fair. I'm seeing mid soak from both teams. A little more dangerous for 10 armor than it is for Rainbow Strike at the moment. Rainbow Strike getting in some good value with like pushing in. I guess the Siege Giants are gonna keep pushing forward though now that the mage minion is the mage camp.
I think this pick of the game so far is gonna be this Malthael, mostly because they just don't have really the means to deal with it properly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even honestly send Raynor up there and just have him repeatedly auto attack him. He would bully him out.
Yeah. Most people don't think to put the rain in the offlane.
Yeah, he's not a traditional solo laner clearly, but he can do it. I mean, he has ranged poke, he has self-sustain, he can stand up there soak safely, and if there's anybody you want to put him in lane against, Malthael's the ideal candidate.
I'm really curious about this Garrosh build because they went body check and thirst for bat. I'm not saying it's bad, I don't see that. No.
Yeah, usually at 4, it's almost always the self-cleanse, so you just never see anything else, pretty much. But it looks like 10 armor's going to get this for free. Team Rainbow Strike Go caught sleeping. Yummy Cupcake channels again. No contest. 10 is here.
Dav, get this invade? This team gonna come and help him?
Not without 10, I don't think. Last Rites, APOC, Dragon's Arrow for...
Already a stack on last right immediately.
Yeah, for Team Rainbow Strike. Anduin Greymane not selecting yet. I would assume it would be Light Bomb with the Diablo, but you never know.
Greymane also is a good light bomb target.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Malthiel even, actually, would be a really good. He always is in the middle of everything.
On the side of 10 armor, though, we also have Taunts, Sundering, Water Ellie, and Raider. So all the minions that they can get. We did get Light Bomb and Go for the Throat.
The Light Bomb just went out there on Diablo, didn't catch anybody. Light Bomb is one of those heroics that is super impactful, lots of playmaking potential, but the team really has to be on point with their communication.
Still was getting top for free. I even get a kill on Lompico here. Ooh.
So Diablo goes down. Lumpico running for his life, managed to get away. Ancestral onto Jaina. 20 health on Lumpico. So 10 armor.
Dark uses the throws Jaina out to disengage.
So Diablo back. That was a soul reset worth noting on the Diablo there. Nice shotgun by Dagny to keep Diablo at bay.
Gloves completed for Jaina.
That's a pretty big deal. She's not very far on her shield quest though. Only 4,000 chill damage. All 5 members of Rainbow Strike Go will be here. Thrall is coming for 10 armor, but he's going to be late. Nice disengage call. Wait for Thrall, but now they're going in. A great throw into the fort, but Leap of Faith saves Diablo for now. Down he goes, as does Greymane. Light Bomb, though, catches 3, but there's the taunt. Last Rites, that is 3 for 1. Make it 4 for 1 for 10 armor. Their high point of the game so far.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about saying before we went in the fight that I feel like 10 armor is like some close area fighting is better, but I thought that might sound weird with the Diablo like on the enemy team. But really, it is with the Thrall, with the Garrosh, his taunt, with Jaina and her Q. Their close quarters fighting is honestly much better. The choke point fighting is honestly much better, even against the Diablo.
Well, I mean, Diablo, APOC, Light Bomb, I think it could go either way. It's just a matter of who presses their buttons in the right way.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because you get an APOC with the Diablo charge into Light Bomb, even Dragon Arrow on top of it. That's a lot of blow up.
That's fair. They were also playing like slightly under their forts, like,
yeah.
So they had more room to maneuver.
And also, Diablo had no souls, basically. He's only up to 11 right now, and Diablo is super squishy without souls. Looking like another free DK. Greymane coming in on the flank. He will do the interrupt. Here comes everybody, but the offlaners are here. Dave trying to channel, unable to get it. APOC will interrupt it again. Leap of Faith saves Greymane temporarily. Out goes the Light Bomb, only catching 1. Dave will get the channel again, and that is the 3rd consecutive DK for 10 armor, falling behind early, coming back now.
Garrosh rotating on the Malthiel, which might actually be a mistake. Like Garrosh with the he used the healing reductions. What?
Oh, that was cute, but Kingleberry does escape with about 29 health, B-Men.
Yeah, I saw that. The Dragon Knight pushing in the wall. Don't know if they're gonna try and rotate bot after that.
No, they're just gonna run this down the gullet. They gotta keep in mind their healer is in the Dragon Knight right now, though.
Yeah.
And no tank, so nice disengage there for 10 armor. Now gonna run down bottom, pick up the Wave of Soak, maybe get a free tower here or 2. Garrosh not quite here yet, so they do have to be careful. Diablo is fishing for a Lumpico. Blizzard goes out to zone him away. Light Bomb gets punted out by the DK. Nice play there by Dave, but it doesn't matter. With no healer, Lumpico, or 10 armor is in trouble. Jaina, Thrall go down, closely followed by Greymane Anduin. Now, 10 armor looking good after all of this. Rhaegar is now out. Point blank arrow, Ancestral onto Garrosh, and this fight continues to rage on.
Yeah, this is 3v3. Looks, yeah, okay. 10 armor is They gonna get the Hanzo too?
Shotgun him! Shotgun him!
Oh,
There it goes.
Blue team double.
Was like they lost the healer, so I guess healer and tank versus a two like tank and their stuff doesn't usually go well for the person with the team without a healer.
Yeah, I think the play of that fight was Dave in the DK punting Diablo, preventing what would have been a 3-man light bomb. That was huge.
Yeah. Definitely made a big difference. Although the Rainer was mid at the start of that fight, so him coming in a little late definitely helped. Like if he hadn't come in, that fight would have been lost on the side of Team Armor. So nice throw, Spark.
Yeah, nice into the fray there for sure. The 10 Armor using the advantage to look at that bottom lane Merc buildup, and now they're threatening mid, forcing Rainbow Strike to pick between clearing bottom or defending mid here. Now working their way bottom, gonna push with the Giants this time.
I would be careful on 10 Armor's part. They are kind of low. Jane is not quite there yet.
They're fighting under the Giants though, I like that, making them tank the Giants and the Katas. They can back out if they need to. Garrosh does get the taunt on Dibble. Light Bomb though, into Sunder out of the Light Bomb. Still Rainer the first to go. Team Rainbow Strike getting aggressive, trying to get a big counter engage here. Last Right's gonna pick up the Thrall. Yummy running for her life, and now
Spark is gonna be the next.
Yeah.
And Jaina.
So Team Wipe answered by Team Wipe.
Yeah. I didn't like that staying around bottom for so long since most of the team was at most like 75% health at that point.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an overstay. They were also winning the race to 20 handedly with map pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe they might have even been able to back up and get on the points right away with the pressure on the map. Instead, 5 Wipe, Rainbow Strike taking control of the map. They're getting bottom mercs. They're getting, nope, not getting top mercs. But they will get the Dragon Knight, their first of this game.
The Dragon Knight shall reduce you to sin.
I'd like them to go bottom and push with that bottom with the Dragon.
A little bit of indecision there, but now they're doing exactly what you suggested. Gonna push down
And
this
all
bottom
the
lane.
pings.
Yep, 100%. That's the play. There's no other play. Nice shotgun there by Dagny, holding Diablo back. He is a little far forward, though, without a lot of support. Gotta be careful.
Team has destroyed a fort.
There's the punt. Just barely caught the throw.
And Team Rainbow Strike here, they're fighting in spell armor. That's a big deal.
Somebody's, yeah, I was just gonna say easy. Oh, well, I guess he was trying to bait the throw for the England. Makes sense.
So fight continues to rage on hard defense. There's the light bomb. It will catch the Garrosh, and they put everything they can into him. Big Sunder to break up the engagement. Here goes the APOC. Lompico caught on the backside. CC chained. Down he goes to Greymane, but they do get the counter kill on the Diablo. Welly doing a lot of damage. I think they're going to get the Malthael as well if they get one slow. But they got to bring Welly. Welly is back at the keep doing nothing. Yummy, you forgot to bring Welly with you. They do get the root on the Anduin. But I think leaving Welly back there was a big deal.
I know, Rhaegar might help with, yeah. I mean, he's a bit far forward from his team, but I'd like to see them get this camp and now push in, since they're up somebody, like the camp right next to them.
And once again, resetting souls on Diablo, a big deal.
Yeah. Squishy now.
But Welly was literally just, during that whole pursuit, was just sitting under
Next to the wall.
their own keep, yeah. So Dagny drawing attention bottom with the Giants. 10 Armor responding by aggressively using their 20, burning out the Bruiser camp. No response here by Team Rainbow Strike. Thrall isn't here, but they do burn it in time. Dagny putting the pressure on the Greymane.
I don't like them staying around here now, because Thrall's still back at their wall, and Anduin's up in 5.
Yep.
So I'm happy to see them backing off right there.
20 to 20, they're going to get their Giants and their Bruisers, I would imagine. Continue to pressure the map. Welcome, Valk. Coming to do a little in-division scouting. Valcomer joining us in the chat lobby.
Which team is Valkymer on again?
Can't counter-pick stupid.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's see. So level 20s actually have been online for half a level now for both teams. Unleashed. Ooh, I don't see that talent very much.
Is that the Greymane? Yeah, Hunter's Blunderbuss is
Yeah,
the
usually that's
talent.
the one.
Is the talent. Oh,
Yeah, I
Greymane
think-
caught out. He's in trouble. Lightbong, unstoppable is too early, and Garrosh gonna go down to last rites. The Ancestral not able to save him. Great play by Rainbow Strike, able to catch them out. Now they're gonna back up, reset, and re-engage, I would imagine. I
I
think
also. Alright, I'm looking at talent. I've never liked Death Wish as a level because it seems kind of hard to get the kill while Warlord's Challenge only lasts for 2 seconds.
yeah, Garrosh actually doesn't have a whole lot of choices at level 20, frankly. The other one is the double toss. But sometimes you don't want to throw two people, you know?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
this is dangerous for 10 armor. They need to leave, like, right now. Nice slow by Dave. Good disengage. Jaina could be in trouble, though. And now they may have caught Diablo, forced to use Hellgate to get out, but they do
Yeah, but-
catch the Rainer. Some miscommunication
Rotated
there,
the
yeah.
bad way. No, I mean, but poor doggy. Both the doggies fighting their way out at each other's
Yeah.
throats.
What I was going to say there is I really wanted 10 armor while they waited for Garrosh, because you can't take a 5v4 without Garrosh. And they can do it now if they want to, is do the shrine dance, you know, kind of mid or top bot, and wait. But for this objective, going to go over to 10 armor, and this is a bad situation for 10 armor.
Yeah. At this point in the game, the Dragon Knight has, 400 damage per target hit, but that's not even counting the fact that it deals 100% increased damage to structures.
Yeah,
So
bottom.
that's like 800 damage smack to the core.
And without Rainer for this initial defense, this keep is going to go down fast. If you're 10 armor, your goal here is to keep the game up. That's what you're trying to do. And I think if your team Rainbow Strike go, you're trying to get a kill or two here to end the game. I'm not sure why they're stepping back with no Rhaegar on
I
the
said
map.
you're just fighting the core, like smacking it with the Dragon Knight, and
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Rhaegar just spawning, that's the fight you take. Instead, I think this is a mistake. If they don't end here, that gives 10 armor a chance to get back in this game.
maybe they're trying to get something I don't know. I really don't know what they're thinking.
And
Seem
now,
to think they need a minion wave, from what I can tell.
yeah, and now they're just backing up. Still has 50% health.
Wasting 20 seconds or more of the Dragon Knight. Oh.
So 10 armor lives another day. They will have another shot at taking this game. And if they win a post-20 team fight and get an even later Dragon Knight, I mean, they're just going to run it down the gullet and shred it. Love this call by 10 armor.
Yeah. She's in spot lanes lane, they need to keep pushing out now.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like
Like at
teams...
this point in the game, you just ignore top lane mostly.
I don't like the split engagement from 10 armor. They're on two different sides. Leap of Faith goes out early. They did catch Raynor. APOC is forced to be used to break up the engagement. It catches two. And there goes the Sunder, and Team Rainbow Strike go in trouble. Diablo goes down.
No.
This is big time. 4 kills, quad kill by Jaina with the double merc camps in bottom. This could be game.
They should have ended. Oh my gosh, should have ended.
Huge moment for 10 armor. Only Malthiel and Hanzo to defend against a full team and double merc camps.
Should have ended.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Garrosh just wants to zone. Garrosh doesn't need to damage the core, although that's a big time kill. Malthiel going down. Giants on core. Kata on core. Raynor on core. Game 1 going to 10 armor on the back of a quad kill by Yummy Cupcake, really following up on the setup of his teammates on 10 armor.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if Team Rainbow Strike they go back after this game and they look at the replay, I think they're gonna wish they would have made another decision there. And what I was afraid of for them happened. They got a team wipe and won. I mean, I said that like 30 seconds before. 10 Armor gets a team wipe and they're going to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
That was Rainbow Strike's game to lose right then.
Yeah, very back and forth, entertaining game though.
Yeah, I mean, like at the moment that they lost was their game to lose, not like you know what I mean. But right.
Oh, totally, yeah. And for 10 Armor, their first win of the season, their first point of the season. Now they're going to ride that momentum. They kind of got their monkey off that back. Gotta feel good.
Yeah. Malthael. Oh, I don't usually see Malthael with that much siege. Just looking at the stats real quick, like, he was top siege and top regular damage. And Malthael doesn't do that much siege usually, because of I mean, like structure. I should.
I think he was in the DK, wasn't he?
Oh, fair. He also got that top forward all by himself when his team was bottom at one point, but he just doesn't auto for that much. But it makes sense if he was in the DK.
All right, so for game 2, we are waiting for Team Rainbow Strike Go to decide if they want first pick, map pick. We're going to take about a 30 seconds break here while we play the patron bumper. Be right back.
Do I have time to grab like a quick drink, like super quick?
Sorry, I stepped away to turn the light on. I didn't hear the word you said, but we're back.
Can I go?
Yeah, go. I'll hold it down.
Oh.
We're good.
Okay.
Go take a 2, and I'll be here when you get back.
Okay.
All right, guys. BMed gonna step away. Join us back momentarily. While we wait for Team Rainbow Strike Go to decide how they're gonna get back up the map and recover from, I think, a point they left on the table there. We're going to go to game 2. 10 Armor are going to be trying to picking up 2 points with the win and a domination. Rainbow Strike Go going to be trying to force the decisive game 3. Yeah, Valk, I had the light off initially because it's hot here, but now the sun's going down, so I had to actually on. Yep.
All right.
Let there be light, and it was good. Welcome back. So
Yeah, all right.
It's all gravy. Still waiting for somebody to let us know what's going on. Oh, I have a DM. That has nothing to do with this.
Oh, Hector is in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lively chat in there. Hector, Valk, Ulysses, Odd Thought. Some familiar faces hanging out for what I believe is the nightcap of NGS.
It's nice to see like so many people showing up to others' game, chatting it up, having good banter, scouting the competition.
I don't know how you know I got a haircut. I normally wear a hat when I cast, actually. I normally have my NGS cap, which is over here.
I mean, you're not wearing it now.
I'm not. He said I had a haircut, but normally I'm in the hat, so I don't know how you know I got a haircut.
Maybe you take it off occasionally and forget.
I don't think so. I usually have it because with the green screen on and the bright light, it makes my head see-through right here. But I didn't have the light on initially because it was light enough out, but now I turned it on and my head will probably get see-through. So that's how you know if I was too lazy to put up the shade, is have the hat.
Fair.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to Towers of Doom, B-Man. I love me some Towers as a casting. This is a fun map to watch. And after that game 1, I think this is going to be a spicy game.
I like this map because it's most commonly known for double soaking strategy compared to other maps. And I can tell you, I love double soaking, in all honesty. Makes my team, like, you know, I play Vikings, so whenever I see maps where, like, you can form, it's a common strat to 4-man bottom on this map, which there's double soaking or heroes that can soak multiple places at once really do on this map.
Yeah,
It's fun. fun to see the different strats people come up with to deal with it and execute it.
I like this map because it's the only map where you can't win a post-20 team fight and just run it down the bottom and end.
Yeah.
Like we just saw, you see all kinds of bizarro comebacks and such. We've all been a part of those games where you're down 27-4 in core structure and just you go crazy and win. Apparently we're leaving lobby. We had this happen earlier. I think they're going to remake, by the way. Okay. We've all had those games where you're just down huge and make this glorious comeback, and this is the map where those glorious comebacks happen. There's been crazy endings here.
Also, just crazy games in general. I had a game last week. Was it last week? I don't know. Okay, it was last week where we were on towers and the map ended up going like 2-4. I think we were 2. And we lost admittedly after one huge team fight. But I was really like happy about that game. It just felt so close, and I love seeing like both the major comebacks and the games that are super close, and also the games that are almost made. Like you start off like 30-1 or 30 to like 10 or something low, and then the 10 team almost comes back, and then the originally high team manages to turn it back around. There's just so many ways this map can go.
Oh, I hate to do this with these guys, but you guys need to switch sides.
Oops.
Rip overlays.
Valk says his excuse for saying that you have got a haircut is that it would be nearly impossible for you to have such short hair without getting a regular haircut.
Valk thinks he's so smart,
I mean, it's pretty true. I got a haircut like a month ago. My hair's still pretty short. I need to get it cut again, though. Even though you guys can't see that, so you don't even know how long it is.
Alright, so I think this was Team Rainbow Strike Go's choice of map. Verify that. They had to switch sides. I want to make. Maybe?
Do you want me to type, or do you need
No, I got it. I'm in here. I got it going.
How'd you ask? Do you need me to ask?
Oh, no, I just reminded them. I'm going to let them set it up. That's their thing. Let the captains do their thing.
Oh, the spiders. The creepy spiders. Love that emoji.
Alright, so first draft pick shows Team Rainbow Strike Go. So they actually, if this is correct, they picked first pick and armor. Towers of Doom. Alright, here we go, guys. Hit that ready button.
They're not hitting it.
They're not hitting it. Well, let's talk about what heroes. Well, there it is. As soon as I start to vamp, they press the buttons. All right, welcome to Towers of Doom, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2, C West Team Rainbow Strike Go versus 10 Armor. What do you think, BMed? Is there anything we saw in that first game that's going to force out a ban? Is there a respect ban coming out here in Game 2?
I'd expect to see a Maltheo ban, unless, would tap. I mean, not bad. Sorry, that's the last team. 10 Armor would like to, try. Maltheo is known for double soaking, and they played a very good Maltheo last game, in my opinion.
Yep.
So I feel like that's an entirely good possibility to see a ban on the side of 10 Armor.
For sure. And I also know, as they continue to ban Abathur, and this is an excellent app. Lompico does play Malthael as well, so they could opt to take it away instead of banning it if they want to.
Yeah. I'm just saying, either option is open. I would be surprised to see Malthael be allowed to be taken on the side of a Rainbow Strike, though.
And you are correct, sir. Malthael first ban for 10. The other one I'd consider is Jaina. She made some plays last game. If you're not going to go a meta ban and you're going to target ban, I think that's the target ban. But so far, Team Rainbow Strike is sticking with the meta ban. And there it is. Jaina being taken away from Yummy.
I'm curious as to if either team plays Sylvanas, because she's pretty commonly taken on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Merc Queen with the pumpkin sappers in the bottom lane is really powerful.
I also love Gazlo on this map with Merc Lord.
Yeah, for the
nobody. I never see him on this. but you said Merc Queen, so I reminded of Merc Lord. So yeah,
and Sylva's just in a really good spot, frankly. She's really good right now anyway.
She's got buffed from being just a split push specialist to actual range damage.
Yep, absolutely. Raynor banned out by 10 armor. That's an interesting ban to me. I wonder if they're contemplating an Anubarak, because Raynor kind of wears Anubarak down. I know when I play with
also Arthas. Arthas. People, Arthas is pretty known for like slowing auto attackers, but since Raynor is such a
at
range,
yep.
He doesn't have the armor anymore to help with auto attack.
First pick Greymane, that's not surprising. Greymane very prevalent right now, very good assassin.
They played them well last game. So.
Yep, absolutely. So gonna be Johanna.
She's good on this map. She has very good wave clear, and you kind of need to be able to clear the wave. And then there's the range that they should have taken last, in my opinion.
Yep, and the global, which is really powerful on towers.
Yeah.
And Falstad, I think you can make a very strong argument that Gust is one of the best, if not the best, heroic in the game. It's so good.
Yeah, especially like with this map where boss can end the game, like
right.
Guaranteed. Like some bosses on the other maps, the bosses don't guarantee an end even if a keep is down. They just make it highly likely.
Now the Muradin is surprising to me. Anubarak is still up. ETC is still up.
Maybe they're more comfortable on Muradin.
That's got to be the case. Muradin, he's fine, also, but I just don't think he's as good as the other ones.
They might have the Tyrande Muradin's timing down better than say, and then also some people just prefer the timing for the follow-up stuff.
Maybe so. In my opinion, it's actually harder to execute than the other two. But Kael'thas getting banned out by 10 armor. And I imagine it's going to be a support, right? Anna is still up. And actually, I think Anna made it through the entire draft last game. A little surprising. Anduin's still up as well.
I don't know what supports these teams play, so I can't really theorize. I'm surprised that they chose Toronto for their support. Because, I mean, Rhaegar is good band based on that. But the Johanna can really screw over Tyrande in the heals department.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when she drops a Loon's Chosen on somebody, just blind her, especially then, and she can't even know Loon's Chosen anybody. That's level 1, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
And it's going to be an Uther. That is not a hero you see very much. It also opens the door for the double support you suggested before, frankly.
Especially if Lompico knows how to play support. Like, that's
he does.
An entirely possibility.
He's playing offlane right now, but he is a really good support player.
And there's the Sylvanas that was mentioned earlier. If they don't have a secondary support, though, I don't like the Uther because I don't feel he does enough siege for what they're trying to get done. Ana, if they pick Ana here, I think that would go.
Actually,
really well.
I don't like those picks. Frankly, they're playing into what Uther does. Genji is going to go into a point-and-click stun in the backside, and they have Muradin, Tyrande, Greymane, a blow-up combo, and Uther, the only thing he does really well is prevent single-target blow-up.
Mm-hmm. And the armor that he gives his teammate. I think the Genji was the pick there.
I agree, and their wave clear is not great, frankly, on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. I think 10 armor wins this draft, in my opinion, pretty handily. Lompico last pick in the Ragnaros.
If they play it right, I will agree. Like I know, I see Uthers played wrongly so often.
Of course.
And they just don't play to Uther's strengths.
Like Genji, he cannot just dive in there with Uther waiting around back there.
Watch the Uther cooldowns, really. I wonder, do you think it's gonna be D-Shield, right? D-Storm, I don't think that'll.
I don't think it'll be D-Storm. I think it's gotta be the D-Shield. Because so much of what Team Rainbow Strike Go is there, it's a blow-up comp, right? I mean, you have the Miranda stun, Hunter's Mark,
Miranda is like the combination of Muradin and Tyrande.
Exactly.
I've never heard that before.
The Miranda stun. You've got, Curse Bullet or Go for the Throat plus the Genji. They want to pick a target and blow them up. And Uther is the best single support in the game of preventing that, probably. It's like the one thing he does really well. All right, game number 2, Division C West. In the blue trunks, Team Rainbow Strike Go, McLoser on Urel, North Terror on Genji, Ingleberry back on the Greymane, Silver on Muradin, and Sudden Bears on Tehran.
10 seconds.
There's some chat going on, but as for the red team, on the side of 10 Armor, we have Dav on Sylvanas, Yummy Cupcake on Falstad, Spark Tank on Johanna, Dangy, I can never tell if that's an A or an O, on the Uther, and Lompico on Ragnaros.
I'm pretty sure it's an A, it's Dagny. Also worth noting that Spark Tank's favorite flavor ice cream is mint, and that also means that 10 Armor is going to win it, because it's the correct answer.
I like Twist, personally. But...
I mean, we're all entitled to be wrong, B-Med, it's okay.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so the 5-on-5 won fairly handily by 10 Armor. They are rotating down. Ragnaros and Urel square off in the top lane, and now they're getting aggressive, going on to Team Rainbow Strike. Falstad is clearing the lane while they cut off the rotation and deny Soak. Look at Dave just run down Gingleberry.
I mean, there was only 2 of them there. Like, Toronto was cut off and Urel and Genji were both off.
And there's your point and click stun on the Genji, and now he's limping back home.
Poor guy. Looking at talents, we have Alloon, Chosen, Marads. I don't, on the side of Rainbow Strike, I don't see anything like uncommon except maybe Perfect Storm, but Perfect Storm is still not unoff. It's not uncommon, but it's not the most commonly picked one I see either.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, Lompico is subbing in Division C, and he is main rostered Division A. The division the player's main rostered it is not relevant. It's their MMR. Yeah, he's got like about a high gold MMR, so he's perfectly good for Division C. Uther going down less than 100 health. He does get away, and now the turn on to Kingleberry. Down he goes, first blood over to 10 Armor, and now they're going to go take their camp after all.
Auto attack build Uther, so he's never going to run out of mana. So I don't really know those standard builds for.
Well, at the level 1, it's not just the more important than the mana is the reduction on the stun.
Oh, fair. I just heard Uther has like mana problems.
He does. He's very mana hungry. But in my opinion, I like that level 1 talent more for the cooldown reduction on his point and click stun than the mana. But the mana is glorious too.
I don't think he might have the Banshee Queen much, and it seems like it might get pretty good value.
And we mentioned the Mercenary Queen, and we see it right there, absolutely shredding the entire front wall, taking down 2 towers and the mid wall. 10 Armor looking great here in the early game.
Makes him deal like 50%, but it was 60% on Sylvan.
Now the fly, Falstad coming up to reinforce Lompico. Lompico holding the point, stepping back on. Genji is in trouble, so is Lompico. Oh, less than 100 health, and now Kingleberry is here. Yummy Cupcake is in trouble. Is barrel roll up? If it is, he might get out.
Nope.
But Dagny is. He arrives, and now the tables have turned again. Meanwhile, though... Yeah, meanwhile, 10 Armor gets 2 of the altar spawns.
Oh, I didn't even notice that came up. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so getting the soak bottom on down soak.
Like all the others.
So despite losing Ragnaros and the camp, 10 Armor actually comes out again ahead, channeling 2 of the 3 altar spawns in the first phase.
You're a tank player, aren't you, Mongoose?
Yes, I am.
Is Eternal Retaliation any good? I don't usually see that. So I don't know
I like it, but not here. I like it on Infernal Shrines because you can clear out the Shrine Monkeys really fast with it. And I like it on Tomb of the Spider Queen because it helps you clear and rotate really fast between the 2 lanes. But otherwise, I don't particularly care for it on the other maps. Usually you're going to see players... We'll come back to that as we have a brouhaha breaking out. Silver in trouble, taking a lot of damage. I think he's going to go down. Dwarf tosses to safety. Meanwhile, reinforcements coming for Team Rainbow Strike. Ragnaros isn't here. Genji trying to hold the point.
Oh my god, he got the kill. Yeah, the dagger. Dot.
So,
and there's Merc Queen doing the Merc Queen damage.
Yeah, 2 kills in a 5v4. Merc, Queened, Suicide, Pumpkin Saptors. Bottom Bell Tower will go down, and this is the problem we've seen with this comp. They drafted into the Uther. It was such an unusual decision at the end of that draft. But usually at 4th Johanna, you see either, I think it's Sin's Expose, where you blind them and get the bonus damage. I've also seen players like the movement speed on the W because it helps make up for Johanna's lack of engage.
They got the interrupt right at the last second. Pico channeling in the back, and now he's coming in to join them. Sova's a little low, but so is Genji. And Fosta gets the kill. Arctank, does he have his heal up? I think he might be in a little need of that. TLC right there.
And keep in mind, this objective's still not picked up yet by either squad.
They got theirs on the...
No, the left one, I mean, though, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they're gonna contest it. They got the kills they wanted. They're almost 2 full levels ahead on experience.
Yeah. Uther getting pretty close to done with his Hammer of Justice quest at... and something I'd actually like to see out of Dagny just a little bit. When you blow all your healing cooldowns and your teammates are close to dying, you can run in and die yourself. Get those ghost heals. Trait value. Right, a first kill, it's not necessarily a bad thing to trade out first kill if you're Uther.
Vanis and Falstad trying to keep the altar, like defending the bottom altar, which I really like. Because if Frag just keeps rotating top mid, he's gonna get a lot of value just clearing those soak and potentially even pushing out the wave a little bit while his 4-man keeps their 4-man off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's the Gust. Nice play by Yummy. They're gonna get one.
Oh, one.
One. Yep, there's one. I think that'll be it though. Silver getting very low. Dagny and Dave, they're saying, we do not care about these turret shots. Counter-engage from Kinkleberry. Blind coming out, driving the Greymane back. They did manage to force one in, though. We've seen the level 10s. Wailing Arrow, Sulphurous Smash, Blessed Shield, Mighty Gust, and Divine Shield for Uther. They were having...
Smash might be really scary.
Yeah, I agree. With point-and-click stuns, Blessed Shield, all that stuff. And, you know, Rainbow Strike, they were having trouble finishing kills before, and now it's going to be even harder.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I personally don't like D-Shield quite as much as I like Charism's version, because it's such a much shorter cooldown. And, I mean, both have their place, but I think the 90-second cooldown might be a slight issue.
Oh,
but...
Dave in trouble.
Ooh.
It's honestly just different utilization, as Genji tower diving, trying to X-Strike, but he's going to go down, does trade out for Sylve, 1-for-1. Meanwhile, 4v2 on the backside, Lumpico and the tank, but there's the Gust to break up the engagement. Dagny needs to get, there's a big Sulphurous Smash. Starfall on top of it.
Oh, there's the D-Shield. Oh, but Falstad might be, oh, he gusted away, and barrel. Is he gonna get the... Yes. Okay. Genji's coming back in, so Falstad is gonna need to be careful, especially with how low his health is.
Don't attack him! Stop it! Silva's coming in too, though.
It's true.
Hi, Falstad.
Yep.
Big Wailing Arrow catches two. Point and click stun. Get him! Get him! So
He's out of mana.
I know
I
this.
think they just...
I think you're probably right, but this fight continues to rage on. No, Dave, why?
Now they've gone back in.
Team Rainbow Strike Go finally securing this, but they are still not in a great spot, down a level. This bottom fort this is an aggressive invade, like super aggressive.
They're down Sylve, and I mean Uro is nearby, but I don't like the fact that they haven't taken their. I don't like Uther's positioning right now.
I mean, are they gonna tank the tower? Walk through to tank the tower?
Guess a little bit.
So what I started to say is the Divine Palm is more of a save. D-Shield, I think, when used best, is used as a an engage. Yeah, it's used to enable somebody, not necessarily to save somebody, although it can do both, of course. But if you can use it on like a Greymane, right, when he YOLOs in, or, you know, like a Kerrigan kind of a deal, that's when you get max value. out of that Divine Shield. Welcome, Giggle Schmack, to the stream. They do have Genji caught up here. If Uther comes up here, point and click stun him. Do it! No.
He did. I probably didn't see him quite. Sylvanas might be in a little trouble if Genji catches up. Okay, she got out.
So,
Or getting the can.
yeah, 10 Armor still controlling the map in the game, up 7 core shots. They still have the bottom fort. Battling hard, and maybe a gust should come out here, and there it is. Wailing Arrow only catches Muradin. A little miscommunication right there.
I really don't like the one thing I can complain about from 10 Armor is I really love if you walk through this around the ult. Like I know it doesn't deal that much damage in most cases, but it really helps her healing numbers.
Trying to force these in with Molten Core, so far unsuccessful. Dave getting YOLO'd on by Genji, and now I want to see them at least get bottom. Bottom should be free, and then you fight over top. Yrel is coming in from the top lane, Sylv channeling bottom. 10 Armor will get at least one of these.
I don't like this setup. I don't like how Sylv is the one that's bottom. It should have been Falstaff, in my opinion.
But you know, 10 Armor can just back up and trade these because they have more structures, more shots. They would trade 5v3 if they just left. And instead, they're going to get absolutely obliterated.
3 kills for 1. And they lost an altar. Why are they...
Oh, they got Genji under towers.
Use their help with that? Or just stun him there.
Know my power.
I think they should have tried to get bottom back before capping that.
Maybe. Maybe. They were down two players. Yeah, I think the play for 10 Armor there is you should get the bottom one and just play safe and trade. Didn't cost them too much, honestly. They're still up by a good 9 core shots here. But they did fall behind in levels and experience now, so that's actually what the cost was. I mean, these engagements have been really scattered on both sides. 10 Armor now needs to be careful. This bottom fort's going down. That can't be stopped. They need to leave. You don't want any deaths. Nice cleanse coming out by Dagny there. By the way, worth noting, some role swaps from Game 1. Dagny now on support instead of Dave, so kind of 10 Armor moving pieces around the board.
What? I mean, I knew I could do
I want to see Sylv come back bottom and help push these mercs in. It looks like there's a fight going here inside. Yrel is not here, by the way. Also got the D shield. Genji is looking. Ooh, that! Genji tried to jump out of that.
That was a big smash coming out by Lumpico. 2 for 1 in favor of 10 Armor. Now trying to catch the Muradin. Dave going super aggro, actually trying to get Greymane too. Maybe a little bit greedy. I think they might have got Muradin if they just stayed on him.
Yeah, he had already used his jump. 3.6. What?
How long it took to kill him is my guess. He went into death recap. 3.6 seconds.
Fair enough.
So both sides will be up. Kind of awkward rotations by both sides. These teams are a little bit scattered. Sylv bottom, triple altar spawn. Muradin has no avatar. Keep that in mind, by the way. So bottom or top right is going to go over here to 10 Armor. Sylv and Greymane squaring off on the bottom. But now 10 Armor. Yeah, 10 Armor moving in top. Genji rotating bottom. If played right, 10 Armor should get 2 here.
3 of them are starting to rotate. I don't like that rotation by Sylv. I know it's probably the best, but Genji could so easily just dive her.
Muradin very low. There's the Blessed Shield to secure the kill on a Muradin. Genji on the back. Starfall right in the middle of 10 Armor. Gust actually misses Genji because of the X-Strike. Tyrande goes down anyway, as does Greymane. Yummy gets the D-Shield. Great play by Dagny. Allows the counter on Yrel. And now 10 Armor is in control.
Oh. Again. I mean, 5 for 1.
Sometimes you just got to make a play.
Fair.
And that was actually 10 for 3 on the triple altar spawn. I want to see them just rip both of these bell towers. They should 6 cap here.
Recast.
Right, they have Sylv. They don't need a boss. I want them to 6 cap then boss.
I want them to 6 cap and I mean boss boss
6 cap then boss.
Yeah. If they weren't already so low, I'd say get the bottom zappers instead of bossing. But yeah.
Pretty low on mana, though. They may not be able to do it. But, I mean, they can still take the fort. They can at least trade top or bottom if they want. Yrel coming up. Genji coming up. Uther is going to get the wave, Lunchbox. That's where Uther went. Falstad is in bottom. 4 for 2 in the top lane. Here comes the Owl from downtown. Misses. Does not hit anybody, but Johanna is in trouble. And now I think 10 armor needs to get out of here. Low health, low mana. Genji could pop off. Dave is in trouble. Down he goes. They might get the Genji as a counter, though. Uther does get the stun on him, and down goes Genji. So a 1 for 1 as Uther picking on the Genji.
6 deaths on Genji. I'm not sure they're getting the value out of him they wanted to. He does have top damage. I'll give him that much.
Meanwhile, Falstad actually grabbed the camp in the bottom lane. And both sides should collapse down here momentarily. It'll be a 4-on-4. But control the map squarely in favor of 10 armor.
Yeah. I think this is, like... Sylva's down and Genji's are down for about the same time. Not sure who's better off without Uther's. The Gust and the Drag are kind of synergy.
Yeah, definitely some miscommunication there. D shield's still up. I don't know why it hasn't been used yet. Feels bad.
Yummy Cupcake wants that Yrel. He just died for that, I think.
Now that will keep Falstad up, probably. But I kind of would like to have seen that out earlier, too, as Genji is going deep. Rag, if he has something, there's a great silence, and down goes Genji.
Yeah, okay. Still have the interrupts able to go to.
I mean, I still don't think 10 armor can come in on this. They can give this easily. They're up by plenty. They don't need to int in on this.
Yeah. I agree with that sentiment. They still want to keep poking. I think they want to go for bot tower. But
Dangy's had a couple of good D shields to save people, but I haven't seen one to just let Lumpico go ham on them, an aggressive one. I'd really like to see them use that as an enabling ult rather than a defensive ult.
Yrel has been diving on dabbing Lumpico, and Genji's been diving on Lumpico. So I think, not really sure if he wanted to do that, where it would go, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, but it was
just worried about saving it for.
It was definitely way late, that last fight, and you know, Uther hasn't died, which is a good thing, but I think a great Uther player knows how to strategically die. Yeah, because the healing in Ghost form is really good.
Better than his regular healing.
Right? I mean, yeah, if your damage is going to be the first to go, and you can get in there and body block, and all your cooldowns are up, and you can go down and then heal them back up, that's a good trade a lot of the time.
And I think it's because Leora gets so many memes, so much hate from his trait that's kind of similar to Uther, but it's really not.
No, a strategic Uther death is really valuable. The trade value on Leoric is the decreased death timer, not what he can do as a ghost.
Yeah.
Rising heroes. Do get ready.
Now Yrel is top.
I think that, yeah, they realized that because they just saw her clearing the wave, but she's rotating down.
Nice smash! Great play by Lumpico.
Yeah,
I think they just go get the bell towers down. They don't need to push these in.
Yeah.
Yrel's already on upper left.
If they don't get this tower back, then it'll be a 1 if they don't get both of these. If they get both of these.
So they do get the interrupt on Yrel. Johanna is channeling. This is going to be a 5v4 now once Johanna is done. Falstad does fly up, putting the damage onto Yrel. All members of 10 armor here. Still 30 seconds without a healer for Team Rainbow Strike Go, so they have something to do. There's the Gust with Falstad and Yrel both going down, though, and now it's Muradin wreaking havoc on the backside. There's the D-Shield. Lumpico kill that Muradin, and I think this is going to be it. 10 armor with a good game 2 here.
Yeah, if they get boss this game, but they don't win off of this cap.
No, I think they should get boss though. It'll be 4v3, no Gust. And if you're Team Rainbow Strike, obviously you have to come in here. This is going to be a boss play. Actually, I think if I'm 10 armor, I bush it, knowing that they have to come up.
Oh no. You get it? This is the Uther. So.
Ghost Teals! Ghost Teals! There's the Ghost Teals!
Oh no. Is this gonna... Okay. He's down. Oh, the Uther...
Ghost Teals! It was 100% the Ghost Teals.
And the Uther redemption help is the extra body.
Of course.
Oh, that was a GG. On 10 armor's part.
A 10 armor coming up off the mat, getting
Like,
a...
first game, and I'm gonna say they won due to mistakes on an opposing team. But game 2 was definitely, they were very dominant that game.
Yeah, I think they had a stronger draft. The last 2 picks in particular, Genji Urel, seemed a little odd. Specifically the Genji into an Uther. And they just didn't... It seems hard to say this in a game where they picked up 15 kills, but they struggled to secure kills a lot more than 10 armor did.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little over half as many kills as 10 armor. So
a good old-fashioned shootout with a combined, what is that, 41 kills in the game.
yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get one of those guys in here. We'll have a little post-game chat, and then we will be off to enjoy our...
Yep. Is
Right,
Dave the team captain? I didn't actually know who was the captain on each.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into lobby.
Lobby. No, you went to lobby 1.
Lobby.
No, I'm joking. 2 is the better number.
All right, so it looks like Dave will be joining us.
Awesome. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty decent. How do you guys feel about that win?
Both games are really close. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, you guys recovering from the loss last week to CCS and picking up a 2-0 domination, feeling good about it. Must have been nice to have Lampico back even for just a game too.
Yeah, I kind of miss playing with that guy. So he was gracious enough to sub in. We got a lot of people traveling this week, so I was traveling the previous couple of weeks. So trying to make it happen.
Yeah, that Lampico guy, he's okay.
He's all right.
So let's go back to game 1. Toward the end, they had the DK. They burned down your bottom keep. You guys were down a man. Were you thinking they were going to core push there too?
I wasn't. I mean, I thought definitely they were going to get a keep. We were started to stagger, just like their team fight was really strong and they were really good at getting picks. So I think our macro game was a little stronger, but yeah, bottom, I remember thinking like maybe they could end, but if they got another pick, they definitely would have ended.
Yeah,
I agree with that second. I definitely think they could have ended pick or no pick, but pick would have made it seem a lot more likely.
Yeah,
Because they had like 80% on the dragon, and then they backed off and went to mid 4, and that gave you guys the chance to like come back and win that series. And as you guys were winning, I was saying they should have ended. They should have ended. And I mean, like I'm happy for you guys. Both teams totally like that game could have gone either direction, but
yeah, it was a real back and forth. So that's why I like Dragonshire.
So how hyped was Yummy when he picked up that quad kill over the camp there?
Oh man, he's pretty mellow on that one actually. Usually when he gusts, he screams out esports into the microphone and it just completely kills all chatter. And then there's a 50% chance that our team will wipe, but
yeah,
usually it's pretty good. Yeah.
I remember one point in game 2, Falstad gusted, and then Rag used the Sulfurous right where it would have landed if Falstad hadn't gust, and we were like, oh, the counter synergy.
Yeah, I know I was playing the Sylvanas in game 2, and I definitely like was in the same mindset as Falstad and shot off an arrow when he was gusting, so totally whiffed.
I didn't see the arrow probably because you don't really notice the arrow until the silence pops. But I see
Right.
what you mean.
Yep.
So,
Indeed.
so game 2, you guys don't usually see Uther unless he's picked at the end. Did you just like the Uther? Talk about that one. I ended up kind of drafting into it. Worked out really well, but kind of explain a kind of earlier Uther pick than you're used to.
Yeah, well, I think Uther is kind of underrated, and Dagny is like he's an Uther main, so he's been playing Uther for like 5 years now, and he's a really aggressive player. So that's usually works out pretty well with Uther. He was dropping stuns left and right there, and I mean especially into a dive team. So
You want to say during second ban phase of game 2, I was really confused as to why you guys would ban, and then I saw the Uther pick, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
yeah.
Because you don't see
Yeah.
Lunara get banned much, but she is like the hardest counter to Uther I've really seen. So
She's a great counter, and I think when I was watching our first set from a crappy hotel internet connection, I noticed that the previous team we played, they just went all like dot damage, and our team kind of struggled with that a little bit. So yeah, I was definitely aware that this team was, their initial draft was kind of more dive heavy, and we noticed in the game that they were kind of sacrificing. It seemed like they were sacrificing macro position to take picks. So I thought we'd kind of draft around that.
you. I'm wrong. I'm not very good at remembering who played what between games. You were the regular game one.
Yeah.
You guys roll swap. Sorry, I'm not very familiar with the teams, which is why I'm probably
Oh
asking
yeah.
good questions. But
So we just kind of put this team together, like just literally right before the signups ended. And I'm usually like I've usually been the tank main for our team, but I've been kind of playing around with different roles. In Storm League I play a lot of Rhaegar, and so I have like a couple of supports that I'm pretty solid on as well. But I've been kind of expanding to play more damage as well too.
it's cool. You guys did really well in both games, in my opinion. So
Hey, thanks.
Mongoose has to say, but
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are all
is
right.
this Beam a Duo?
yes, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. When I saw you jump in the chat, we were like, okay, we gotta ban Samuro. Like you jumped out. I was like, I didn't realize you were on this team. So
It's
Yep.
even out of Div B. Every
My-
Div B
Yep.
team
Your scouting department failed you. You didn't know, did you? You weren't prepared.
No.
conspiracies.
Absolutely.
Oh,
All right, cool. Well, hey, thanks for casting. I'm looking forward to watching this later.
Yeah, and enjoy it. Any shout outs before you bounce out of here?
Shout outs to Lumpico for jumping in and saving the day. We would have been a person short otherwise. So appreciate it.
Hard to play with Bot Muradin, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, well, congrats again. Take it easy. Tell the guys I said hi, and we'll see you around.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, well, B-Man, that's it for us. Any shout outs before we go?
the only thing I can say is a shout out to my team because I love them and we're playing tomorrow. So you guys should tune in if it gets casted.
Well, who are you playing tomorrow?
You, I think.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow night, Regen Blue versus Soak Every Lane. I'm actually pretty sure it is cast.
I don't really pay attention until we find out. Like, there's I don't know, but I might be subbing in for a different team tomorrow as well. So we'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know. So yeah.
Let's see. Tomorrow we have
Shout out to
20.
your chat for being chatty. That's the only thing I really say.
22 NGS games on the docket tomorrow night.
Thursday
Holy
is the best
cow,
game.
Yeah.
The best night to play
And
Pots of Crown.
At 8 p.m. Pacific time, I will be casted by Arrow, the one, the only, Regen Blue versus Soak Every Lane. Catch that. And I think that's it.
Fun casting with you, Mongoose.
Oh,
Hope we can
absolutely.
do it again some other time.
It was an absolute pleasure. Happy you came to hang out. It's always more fun getting to chat with people as opposed to talking to myself.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for us, guys. Be sure to catch all 22 games simultaneously tomorrow. And we'll see everyone around. Have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.